Geodude's first move that it learns being Defense Curl is so funny. Geodude, you are a rock type in an early Pokemon game. Are you really that scared of all the tackles you're seeing?
There is no meme. This is just a threat.
Welcome back! Oh, are we literally going to start this episode off with a bio? Looking into the... Oh, great! Ledyba! I have so much to talk about with Ledyba! In that it's not good. It's just not good at all. In contention for one of the worst Pokemons to ever do it. Ledyba is, get this, a fast Pokemon with horrible offenses and an emphasis on speed. It's fast and has really good special defense, but no HP, no physical defense, a typing that is god-awful. It does have an early evolution, which is nice, I guess. And what does it do with its defenses? It wants to set up screens. It gets Light Screen and Reflect incredibly early. It is timid and clusters together with others. The fluid secreted by its feet indicates its location. Ledyba is... Ledian and Ledyba are fast screens Pokemon? And, like, that is kinda neat. Getting access to an early, Reflect and Light Screen user is powerful, but it legitimately does nothing other than that. It gets Baton Pass and Agility, if you want to wait for level 51. It's not good. Don't, even if you like ladybugs for some reason, don't use Ledyba. Alright, now a famous ladybug. There's no famous ladybugs. I think. Yeah, no, there are no famous ladybugs. But there are famous bug ladies. What was the name of that kid from Twilight Princess that absolutely loved bugs? Agatha, I think? Agatha, Zelda... Yes! Okay, that's perfect. It's a perfect nickname. There are no famous ladybugs, but there are famous bug ladies. So, Agatha from Pokemon. There is an Agatha in Pokemon. Agatha in Zelda. There we go. Anyways. A child! I look weak. Me? I am a 27-year-old man playing a game for children. You don't know how powerful I am. There are professional Nuzlockers, which is such a weird sentence to me. Isn't the future great? That, let alone having a job that's playing Pokemon for a living, but having a job that's playing Pokemon in a specific way for a living. That's kind of cool, actually. I love the future. That people can do things like that, and as long as you're really good or really funny, you can make it work. Tragically, I am neither. Actually, you know what? The hell with self-deprecation. I'm the funniest guy you'll ever meet. I'm funnier than... I can't say I'm funnier than Norm Macdonald. I'm funnier than... Randy Feltface. I'm not funnier than Randy Feltface. I'm funnier than... Twitter gimmick accounts. Wait, am I a Twitter gimmick account? No, I wouldn't say that I am. So yeah, there we go. That's my bar. Hello there, Pidgey. Meet my rock. Wow, holy crap. Nice crit. One of my favorite things about Geodude is there was, I don't know, some, costume in Japan for something. And Geodude, as you'll notice, doesn't have legs. So for someone to put on a costume, it's really impossible. Except that they had the mascot wearer's legs have like that checkerboard PNG background, which was such a funny way of doing it. It's one of my favorite Pokemon images on the planet. Anyways, as you can see, our rock is doing a wonderful job. Now you might be wondering, wow, you're really not letting Littlefoot see any action. There's a reason for that. Littlefoot is about to see a lot of action, because there's an area coming up very soon where Sting is going to be completely useless. So I'm giving Sting all the experience he can ask for right now. Hello there, Caterpillar. Yeah, shoot your string. Ooh, a critical. Love to see that, love to see that. Now, do I get Rock Throw at level 8 or level 9? I would really like Rock Throw, please. Can I throw some rocks? Damn it. Alright. Come on. I'll just have to keep beating the crap out of these bugs. My day will come soon, I'm sure. Yeah, huh? Eventually, all of these Pokemon will wear Sting down. Not going to be anytime soon, but will happen eventually. Before we move on to our next locale, Littlefoot, you get back up here. There are 2 more Pokemon other than Leddyba that I can catch here. And one of them... Wow, Weedle, that's the rarer one. Alright, we love to see that. Beedrill has always kind of lived in the shadow of its significantly more popular brethren. You know what, I'm going to switch to a weaker Pokemon to weaken you. Weedle has always lived in the shadow of Butterfree, because Bug Poison is not as useful as Butterfree's moves. Bug Flying is a much worse typing than Bug Poison, but Bug Poison for, like, the idea of an early game Pokemon is not very good. So, you think, oh, is Weedle bad? No, I actually really like Beedrill. I think Beedrill has a really cool design, and Beedrill does benefit from being basically the only Bug-type Pokemon to get offensive Bug-type moves. Granted, it's the incredibly weak Twinneedle, and it's at level 20, compared to Butterfree's really early Confusion at level 10, but it's something. The barb on the top of its head secretes a strong poison. It uses this toxic barb to protect itself. But I like Beedrill. It is not, like, the greatest. I think it's better than people give it credit for, because Twinneedle can be a really neat move, but if you want an early game bug type that falls off later, Butterfree is just better, especially once it gets compound eyes, and I'll just talk about Butterfree when I get to it. But I think Beedrill is pretty underrated. So, a famous bee. Got it, baby. I know exactly what I'm going for. Referencing a video from... God, how old is Dr. Bees? Can I not... I can put a period. But, Dr. Bees is a very funny video from, like, 7 years ago. And just the way that... Dr. Bees! It's just a funny video. I recommend watching it if you get the chance. It's like a minute and a half. But it's silly, you know? Alright. And there's the last thing. Caterpie. Caterpie, perhaps even more than Rattata, is the, like, king of weak Pokemon that just gets really strong early due to evolutions, and then falls off later. Butterfree coming in at level 10 is phenomenal. Butterfree's stats are actually pretty good for level 10, and are pretty good for a while. It gets an early confusion at level 10, it gets all the powder and spores by level 15, and then it doesn't really do anything past that, but it's decent special attack and special defense and pretty good speed. You can use Butterfree as a temporary team member, and it can actually be more of a permanent team member in later games when it gets Compound Eyes and better moves than Confusion. So, if you like temporary team members, Butterfree is perfect to use, I want to say till like the mid-20s, early 30s. Like, by the time your team is level 30, you should be ditching Butterfree. But it can be really useful up to that point. Alright, I know what I'm going to nickname this. Your nickname is Low Fat. Low Fat and Butterfree. Huh? Huh? That fucking do anything for you? Alright, we've caught all the Pokemon we can catch on this route. Pidgey is dying, but we'll just have to live with that. Route 31, I think, only has one new encounter for us. And it is definitely not Lediba. Yes, okay. Just need a 20% chance. I should have that by the end of this route, I'm sure. There's Dark Cave. I don't think I have enough balls right now. Because there's one rare encounter in Dark Cave. And I do not want to risk getting to that encounter and then just not having the balls to catch it. Bellsprout. Ooh, level 5. That's pretty good. Bellsprout and its evolutions are pretty good. Bellsprout has very high attack and special attack as it goes up. Well, okay, not very high, but good. Especially for this time in Pokemon's life. So, if you want to use it, it evolves at decent levels. I think it's like mid-20s when it becomes Weeping Bell. Yeah, no, early 20s, level 21. And then the Leaf Stone requires some Poker Radar shenanigans. But it can be gotten. Actually, hang on. Let me make sure that I'm not lying to you. The problem is its move pool. Bellsprout gets, like, Sludge Bomb and Razor Leaf, I think, and that's, like, it. But it can use those moves pretty well. And it's got good offenses to maybe run, I don't know, Return for some coverage. Not coverage, but, like, ability to hit other things. It's not god-awful. Would recommend it if you can get the Leaf Stone early. I accidentally did. You think I do research before these? No. I'm doing this on the fly. I'm a free spirit. Bellsprout. If it notices anything that moves, it immediately flings its vine at the object. An absolute shoot first, ask questions later. That's great. Now, Victory Bell. It's not a Venus flytrap. I know the kind of flower that Victory Bell is, but let's just go with naming it after something that has those same suction cup lips. Birdo. Yeah. There's not a very strong connection to the name there like some others. It's literally just they look kind of similar. But you give me a famous bellflower. I don't think that's actually the name of the flower. It might be. You give me a famous bellflower, and I'll nickname Victory Bell after it. But while that's going on... Oh, yeah, no, you can get Leaf Stones very easily through Poker Radar shenanigans. So yeah, no, Bellsprout's pretty good. I would strongly recommend. Sting. Okay. Uh-huh. Just gonna keep beating the crap out of bugs. If it's any testament to Geodude's bulk, just know that I fought every single trainer on this route and caught a Pokemon with Geodude. And, he still hasn't needed to be healed. He hasn't even reached half of his health. She! Oh, I've been misgendering Sting this whole time. I'm sorry, Sting. Yep, Sting's doing great work. Because the early game is incredibly kind to a rock type. Yep. And 9, I think, is when I get Rock Throw. And that's gonna be incredibly hot. Sting is about to rock like he always could. No way I'll ever feel so lonely when this guy's around. Send a message in the bottle to my opponent that I'm gonna be better than them. I'll stop. I'll stop. I feel like if I keep making these police jokes, you'll stop standing so close to me, and I don't want that. Okay, so Rock Throw is not level 9. I thought it was. Might be level 10. Please don't poison me. Thank you. Alright. We did it! The evil is defeated. How much money have I made from all of that? I'm still poor. That's not good. But hopefully, I'm gonna go beat the crap out of some pacifist monks. And that should make my journey a little easier. Give me this. Pokeball. Woo! So, gonna go through here, up through here. We have made it to our first gym town. Huzzah! Do-do-do-do. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Heal my Pokemon, please. Thank you. So, the first dungeon of Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal is the Sprout Tower. I always love looking at the jiggly thing and like the jiggly pillar in the middle. Sprout Tower is a tower dedicated to people who fight with Bellsprout. Now, I don't know why Bellsprout is getting so much love and attention. There's probably a Did You Know gaming video on it that's like, did you know? Sprout Tower was designed after the Bellsprout Pokemon created by Sugimori. When asked in an interview, Ken Sugimori said, I designed Bellsprout's dick-sucking lips after the immaculate head I got from your mother. He then went on to elaborate that Sprout Tower was actually modeled after the famous Shangri-La Soap House in Kamurocho, Japan, wherein it is known for its prostitutes and whores, much like your mother. Or some crap like that. So there are just these Bellsprout. They're just around. And this is where Littlefoot's just gonna get a lot of experience. Because Geodude, for as good of a Pokemon as he is, cannot do anything to Bellsprout. Meanwhile, Littlefoot will never fear Bellsprout. So we got that going for us. We're just gonna beat the crap out of Bellsprout for, I don't know, 20 minutes? Life's gonna be good. It's a shame because Bellsprout is actually a lot of experience. I guess I could share the love around a bit, but Bellsprout is just going to just beat up Geodude. I'm not going to be able to do anything about that. But Geodude's going to have the gym. I think there's a trainer in the gym, other than the gym leader. There should be. Alright. And you guys actually have some money for me to steal. And I love that for you. Ooh, an item. A Paralyze Heal. I don't even think anything can paralyze you for a while. But hey, I got it. Wow, the next guy in Sprout Tower. I wonder what Pokemon he will have. Okay, is it A, Mewtwo, B, Rattata, or C, Bellsprout? If you answered Bellsprout, congratulations. there's a pipe bomb in your mailbox. So, time to do the same old stuff we've been doing. At least when I level up, I'll start 2-shotting them instead of 3-shotting them. That'll make life a little bit worth living, I think. And... Bep. Got him. GG's. Okay, level 10. I think we get poison powder here? Nope, we just get stats. Okay. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Dead Bellsprouts. There we go. Now we can do a way better job. However, there is one dude around here that has a Hoot Hoot. Literally just one. So, hopefully I remember which one it is. I might not, though. I might still be sending Geodude to his death if I send him out against that. Sting. Her name is Sting, and I need to remember. Okay, yeah. Keep hitting me. Littlefoot sure is doing a great job at not dying. I'll give him that. Alright. Uh-huh. Chow has gone down. Huzzah! Let's actually change something that I forgot. Options. Text speed fast on set. Oh, I didn't change my frame. Let's go the chain link look. Alright. And I believe that's another item for me here? Nope. I can go F myself. Got an X accuracy. X accuracies in this game are really funny. Because in Gen 1 and Gen 2, X accuracy doesn't doesn't increase your accuracy in the same way that, it does in later games where it just raises it a stage. Oh, actually, I don't like the chain look at all. I'll have to change that after this fight. It doesn't just raise your accuracy a stage, it causes you to ignore accuracy checks for the rest of the battle. So, combine this with moves like Dynamic Punch or Rollout, and you can get some incredibly comical results. I know some players have stigmas against using items in battle. Just once, go against that and use an X accuracy with something with Dynamic Punch or something. It's really funny. We are continuing to gain incredible power. It's just the chain link is like a little, I don't know, something like jarring about it. I don't know anything about art theory or anything, but it just looks cluttered, and I can't properly explain it. Alright, Bellsprout has gone down. We did it! Eat crap, Ed. And we're going up. And here we are, the final floor. With a potion. I forgot to change off the chain link look. Maybe I'll get used to it. You know? Maybe it will eventually bring comfort. Alright, so you've decided rather than have 3 weak Bellsprouts, you will have 1 powerful Bellsprout. A bold strategy, but you still only do a single point of damage. And God hates you, for he hath crit you. Oh, come on, you are tickling my ballsack with an XP bar like that. What do you got, like 1 experience point you need to level up? 7. Okay. Yep, Every battle should end in a level up. If you've watched my Fire Emblem Let's Plays, that mentality exists in everything. Every battle up should be a level up. battle up? I don't even know what that... I forgot to change the chain link again! Okay, well, we have ourselves another powerful Bellsprout. Am I running out of tackles? Wait a minute, I just realized. I might want to hold on to my Oh, Razor Leaf's gonna do, like, nothing. But with its high critical hit chance... After a growth, the level 6 Bellsprouts can do 2 damage to me. I'm shook. Horrified. Spooked beyond all recognition. Hey, Reflect! That is actually a useful move. Yeah, just... the chain link. The chain link, Steven. Remove the chain link. Okay. Troy. Bellsprout. We meet again. Oh, this guy's significantly stronger. Well, he's level 7 even. I like an early critical hit. I like to see it. Alright, I'm gonna try and save up my, my tackles for the fight upcoming. Uh-huh. Like, cool. You brought me down to 14 health. How will I ever recover? And you have the Hoot Hoot. Literally the last guy. Alright, so let's get you out of there. Sting, baby! Come back into the fight. Oh my god. It saw my foreskin! That's what foresight means, right? Alright. Tackle. Growl. Oh, it missed! Eat shit, Lamau. If you're wondering why I haven't talked about Hoot Hoot or the night encounters... for the sake of time, I'm just gonna keep going, even though, like, I could have captured, I think it's Poliwag, Ariados, not Ariados, you can catch it, Ariados, Spinnerack, and Hoot Hoot, if it's nighttime. But, for the sake of pacing, I'm just gonna go off of what I can catch at that current time of day. So... just to, you know, keep things going at a nice pace. Hey, Silver! You should treat your Pokémon better. The way you battle is far too harsh. Pokémon are not tools of war. So are we just gonna, like, ignore Lieutenant Surge? So, like, he's not real? It actually is funny that Lieutenant Surge... they've tried to, like, un-American and un-military him when his name is fucking Lieutenant Surge. Ball. Escape rope. Woo! Alright, buddy. I could heal. How many potions do I have? 4? Aw, man. I might need to save my potions. Nah, I should stop being a cheapskate. Items exist to be used. Alright. It is time for the most powerful of the sages. The final test. Do you have anything other than Bellsprout? Hello there, Sage Lee. Ah, there it is! Another Bellsprout! Guess what I'm gonna do to this one? The same exact nonsense I've been doing. Sprout Tower is so weird. Like, why is it this? I just don't get it. Wow, that was a critical hit. You know what? Advantages of Chikorita. Useful in Sprout Tower. Now, you could say if I had just caught any of the birds, they'd be even more useful. Look. Littlefoot's getting the job done. That's all that matters. And there's the other Bellsprout. I might actually run out of tackles. Sprout Tower actually took 35 tackles. That is kind of funny. Or no, wait. We might get out of here with 1 tackle to our name. We might. Will we be able to do it? Yes. Because his last Pokemon is Hoot Hoot. Woo! Alright. Littlefoot, you've done well. Sting, get in the fight, baby. Ow. You do 2 damage. I don't know if I'm going to be able to take this. Oh, this is going to take a while. I forgot you have Growl. Alright. So we're going to be here a while. But victory is basically guaranteed. Stop looking at my number 4. Tackle. You know what, actually? Hang on. I made fun of this earlier. But Defense Curl will actually make it so that Hoot Hoot only does 1 damage. And I will straight up just win this war of attrition. Do your worst. This is what real men do. None of that super effective moves, none of that stab garbage. We just tackle the crap out of our spherical-shaped Pokemon. Only one will come out on top, and it's gonna be motherfucking Sting, baby. Who, very funnily, despite being the lead singer of a band called The Police, seems like a pretty cool guy. Like, he just wants to help save the rainforests. That seems to be, like, the one thing he's dedicated his life to. And good on you, Sting. My reward for all of that is the HM for Flash. Yep. Flash. Historically well known as the fan favorite HM. Woo. Yeah, it's just really funny. Sting's life is interesting. Like, I'm not going to claim to be a police aficionado who knows everything about the band, but from what I can gather, Sting seems like a pretty cool guy. Especially for a rock star. Like, if you want to get into classic rock, you basically have to accept that every single one of them is a horrible person in some way. Like, for example, if you want to talk about the Beatles, it's a well-known bit that anytime someone mentions the Beatles, people have to rush to mention that John Lennon beat his wife. And the sad thing is that in terms of rock stars, John Lennon is probably one of the most inoffensive. And that's not exactly a glowing recommendation of John Lennon. Anyways, let me purchase balls. 6? 6 should be enough. And we'll end this episode with some Pokemon catching. Specifically, we have 3 we need to go grab. And one of them is a 1% encounter rate. Welcome to the Dark Cave. Its gimmick is that it's dark. Geodude, I don't need you. Geodude, I love you. I already have one. What I need... Geodude? Geodude, I don't need you. Zubat does not have that low of an encounter rate. If I get Dunsparce... Actually, let me check the Pokegear. What time is it? Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. Okay. Teddiursa! Okay, that's one of the Pokemon. Teddiursa... Oh, wait. Tackle might one-shot it. Shit. Suffering from success. That's my own fault. I'll wait for it to show up again. Oh, wait. It's daytime by Pokemon's Watch. Does that mean that, Zubat doesn't spawn on the day? No, it does. Zubat is pretty good. It's really fast. Its evolution to Crobat was definitely needed from Gen 1. Poison Flying is a decent typing defensively, albeit Crobat is not a defensive Pokemon. With its high speed, access to moves like Bite, Wing Attack, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, it does really well. During the day, it gathers with others and hangs from the ceilings of old buildings and caves. If you like bats, Crobat is really good. Good speed, good attack, good enough move pool. Really cool Gen 2 party sprite right there. Look at the top left of that screen. That's a cool guy. So I need to think of a famous bat. I mean, come on. There's really only one famous bat. Like, oh man, you're gonna nickname it Bruce after Bruce Wayne? Batman is cool, alright? Just because Zack Snyder fucked him up doesn't mean Batman isn't cool. So it's being named Bruce. Alright. I'm going to learn from my mistakes and switch out and not... Alright. That's fine. Because Teddiursa's not the only Pokemon I need to catch here. So I can keep doing this. So are you gonna be like Phanpy, where you just flee every time, but like sometimes? With like no real understanding of why? Alright. In that case, I'm still gonna have to probably switch to Big Bird. Just run. And just use Big Bird to attempt to weaken Teddiursa. Alright. I have to just hope it decides to stick around. It doesn't. Teddiursa, I'll just talk about it while I look for it. Ursa Ring hurts! Teddiursa evolves relatively good at like level 30. And Ursa Ring has one of the highest attack stats in Pokemon for a long time. Like, even today, its attack stat is considered massive. Wow. I found the 1% Dunsparce before I finished talking about Teddiursa. So basically, let me just change gears to Dunsparce then. That was a 1% encounter rate! It's okay. We're fine. That doesn't bother me at all. I'll go back to talking about Teddiursa then. Ursa Ring does not yet have Guts Facade, which is when it really kills everything. But it doesn't need it yet. You give it a Stab Return, maybe an Earthquake TM, and you don't even need to be Earthquake, just anything, and it's killing everything. Its speed is low, but, like, you can manage. I can't manage to catch this Teddiursa. Alright, it didn't flee. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. We're Konami coding this bitch. Alright. Maybe I'll weaken it again. I hate it here. I hate everything about this. Okay. Maybe we can find Dunsparce. But yeah, Teddiursa's only problem is its early move pool is rough. It gets, like, Scratch and Lick until, like, level 20. But you do get the Headbutt TM relatively early. So just give it that. Then you can get Return on a Sunday. And just let it fly. It will tear through everything. You really just have to deal with a slightly weak normal type. Until you get Headbutt. And then you're in the clear. You know what? Dunsparce. Okay. Dunsparce is not good. Dunsparce is a fan favorite because of the fact that it's bad. Like, it is one of those Pokemon that became noteworthy because it feels like it's a Pokemon that should have gotten an evolution way sooner than it did. The Dunsparce finally showed up, and it's one of my favorite Pokemon in all of Gen 9. It's fucking great. Dunsparce is a mono-normal type. It doesn't really get any good moves. It doesn't evolve. The things that you can do with it later, Thunder Wave and then Headbutt with Serene Grace, it doesn't have. Crap, I didn't read the Pokedex entry. It's just not very good. It's outclassed as a normal type by every other normal type. I think Rattata is actually better than this thing. And, you know, evolving to Eradicate. It's bulky. It has a lot of HP. An okay defense and special defense. Its move pool actually isn't god-awful. It gets Glare early. That can be helpful for support. It gets Dream Eater and Nightmare for some goddamn reason. But it's just not good. It's just not. Tragic, but don't use Dunsparce. It's not that great. It's a land snake? A famous snake. Solid? I did that joke with Onyx in yellow. A famous snake. Oh, I know. I'll name it Arizona. After the Arizona baseball team, the Arizona Diamondbacks, which are snakes. Alright, how long has this episode been going on? Too long? Yep. I guess I'll just do 40-minute episodes for Pokemon, because they feel right. I'm probably going to have to catch Teddiursa off screen, because you're going to see me running around here for a 5% encounter that's prone to running away, and I just have to hope that God is merciful. So if I don't catch the next Teddiursa that I see, I'm just going to end the episode. But real quick, I want to actually find the Dunsparce entry. It hides deep inside caves where no light ever reaches. And where no light ever reaches it, and remains virtually motionless there. Alright. I wouldn't call this a place where light never reaches, given that light's right there and we are not deep in a cave at all. But you do you, Dunsparce. Teddiursa. 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 I know you're over here, you gosh darn bear. Alright. Do not run away from me. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.